One Nigeria is not working for Nigerians. Let Nigeria be divided. That is what a masses demand. Imagine say the Nigeria government talk say Nigeria na one, say make everybody dey do things together. Yet there are people wey be say e dey benefit from Nigeria government. Why some? There are also some people wey be say Nigeria government develops some kind hatred for. Just that they don't want them for power at all. No matter how much they try to, the Nigeria government will never give them the chance to rule in Nigeria. Yet they are saying one Nigeria is the best. Meanwhile, one Nigeria is not really working for Nigerians. Guys, make una just watch this video. The way this guy take demand for the division of Nigeria.
In the past, Ahmadu Bello said that they can only put any other Nigerian on contract or a British person on contract. Apart from that, there is no other person that will be in power, which means that Obasanjo was there on contract. Tinubu now is there on contract. Anybody that go to Nigeria presidency that is not Fulanese is on contract. The Fulanese have to certify you to the Britain that they trust this person. The reason why you see a bit of light during the Jonathan period was that Jonathan was not meant to be there. Jonathan was by accident. Jonathan became a president by accident. And that accident created a positivity in the minds and the lives of Nigeria. That is what happened. At last, they pursued Jonathan with terrorism. Very dark man. If you want to revolutionize Nigeria youth, do it properly and make sure Nigeria gets a proper solution, which is division of Nigeria. Because if Nigeria is not divided, the problem is not solved. Because in one Nigeria, they compact everybody that until you are dead, you have no power to save yourself. If Biafra is free, Oduduwa is free, Arewa is free, it is easier for a Biafran government to move and equip their army to go and save the Arewa Republic from terrorist invaders. And it's easier for the Yorubas and the Biafrans to unite their soldier in one accord to go and defend the Arewas from terrorist invaders. But in one Nigeria, you can't achieve this. You can't achieve this. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that one Nigeria is the death of everybody that call himself a Nigeria. Because if you do not kill Nigeria, Nigeria will kill you. And to those that always want IPOB to be divided, I have one word for you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that this Biafra struggle, we are going to fight it for 1,000 years if they refuse to give us Biafra. But my question now is, do these people wanting to divide IPOB institution really think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this because he wants to live up to 1,000 years? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot live up to 1,000 years. Me and you cannot live up to 1,000 years. Our target and our motive is to disseminate the information of freedom to this institution so that new generation will pass it on. Education of this standard is the fear of the colonial masters. They do not want education to regenerate. The car you are using today started as maybe a moving magnet. You know, the phone you are using today started as you can remember Nokia 3310. That is how it started. Gradually, it improves. Today, you have your iPhone 34, iPhone 80. You see, this is a basic knowledge developed to this standard. So if you think that you want to come and destroy IPOB, that is an institution now, you are making a big mistake. If there is anybody that still think that IPOB is divided, maybe IPOB is Avid, IPOB is 100 men, you are making a mistake. IPOB is an institution that have continued until Biafra comes. And this war, we are going to fight it for 1,000 years. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu impact on us. And at the end of everything, when Biafra come, if it's only 2 persons that left, that lives in freedom in Biafra land. Let them continue to procreate. Is that not what Mazin Nandikano said? Then why, after extraordinary rendition, then people think that they can come into IPOB and manipulate us and put us back? This is not going to be possible. This message now goes for those that think that IPOB can be divided. And for you, very dark man, please, I love what you are doing now. You understand now? But if nobody is telling you that you are not fighting a right fight, please channel your fight to a right fight. Channel it to a very good fight so that at the end you will get results. Because all I'm seeing you are doing now is you are just enjoying the followership and enjoying the popularity that you have. Channel your fight to a right fight. Nigeria can never be one. And if Nigeria is one, it's just for a short time. You understand now? The problem will start again. If Nigeria is not divided, they only give you the opportunity to breathe maybe for 4 years or highest 8 years. After that, one Fulani man will go there and continue. It will start again. But in a divided Nigeria, it's easy for Igbo man, Hausa man, or another man to save each other because we are going to be well equipped on our own military services and our military equipment. And we will be able to save each other, strongly defend terrorism that is coming in, because the safety of countries around us is our own safety too. If you talk, you go die. If you no talk, one day you go still die.
See, the North are not happy, with the recent meeting Tinubu had with the Southern governor. Lagos State, Ogun State, Osho State, Ondo State, Oyo State, talking about Edo State, Delta State, River State, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Bayelsa. They all had meeting at government house in Ogun State. They all left at the same time and they had a meeting with Tinubu. And you see, Tinubu discussed some certain things with them. One of the things they discussed in that meeting was the establishment of the Southwest South Security Fund. It's a kind of a digital platform where these states, coordinate information together. So if there is a security threat in a particular state, they will be able to reach out to the other states very fast. And they are also demanding for the establishment of state police, which, has not been on ground before, as against the federal police, where if anything happens, they will need to coordinate from the federal level. But as it is now, they are looking at the police that will be able to penetrate the grassroots, security. Because some of these kidnappers, actually, they stage their attack, they kidnap all these things, they plan inside the bush. So these are some of the things they discuss. And this is proving my point that Tinubu knows what he's doing. I'm not in support of Tinubu, but because of the fact that is trying to place the North where they belong. I'm really happy with his government. I'm really happy with the government. You see, the Northern political elite class has held this country for years. The hegemony for 40 years of Northern political structure. You see, the North believe that they have this mindset that they run the country. But as we speak now, Tinubu is actually reshuffling a lot of things. When you look at the money, the appointments, when you look at the projects, when you look at some of the things that Tinubu is doing now, it's not doing it to their favor. And it's a kind of catastrophic to them as we speak. Right from time, they always leverage on the population. They leverage on the military. Because yes, they have these things. So if they are the one ruling the country, yes, they can do whatever they like. But the moment the power shifts to the south, they start making demands. They have this entitlement mentality. They start telling you this is what they want. But Tinubu being a master politician, and the guy has influence. He came to the political space, winning the election with so much influence, with so much money, with so much media apparatus to his advantage. So these are the things that the North cannot fight against. They cannot defeat. Remember that on October 24, he reshuffled the military hierarchy from the service chief to other levels of military, taking them from the hand of the North to the South. That look, I am still the president. I am in charge. You cannot tell me what to do. I'll be the one to tell you what to do. Know that it is no longer politics as usual. This is called power restructuring by Tinubu government. It's restructuring power as we speak away from the North. You see, the North has always had iron grip on Nigeria presidency, on our military, and on their population. They use their population as a leverage. And these are the tools they use against the South. Whenever the power is in their hands, they will not use all these tools. But the moment power shifted to the South, they start making demands. If you don't comply with those demands, they will come up with all these tools. But Tinubu say, no, I am not listening to you this time around. Imagine, for example, 8 years of Buhari in power. This guy, there's no development in the North. No schools. He built no hospitals, no industries, no nothing. And this is what they do. They want to have everything to themselves and contribute nothing. That is why you see the North today. The North is flattered, in shambles. Nothing is happening in that place. This is what they do every year. This has been their political tradition. It is called the Northern veto power. But Tinubu say, no, I am dismantling those Northern political structures. So as speaking now, they are trying to see what they could do to control the government. Now, they are trying to align with Peter Obi, and I would rather want Peter Obi not to align with these people, because this is the leverage they are using. They have no any other person. The article is down. That one cannot do anything as it is. Tinubu has put them to where they belong. The likes of Kwankwaso, El-Rufai, and Shetima, they should go and sit down. The northern dominance in our military has always been their insurance. That is their insurance policy. That means if there's election and they lose, they still have the guns and the military to their advantage. But as we speak now, Tinubu is reshuffling all those things. Tinubu has appointed, from the service chief to the military hierarchy. He's changing all of these things as we speak. So that insurance policy is no longer there again. And they are furious at these things. They are not happy about all these things. In the next election, if they not decide not to vote for Tinubu, he will still win the election, because this guy has built an influence that span across the Southwest and the South, even to the North. He still has influence in the place. So as we speak, I want to believe that Tinubu, after his regime, is going to hand over power to the South, either to the South or to the Southeast. That is why I'm trying to urge the South or the Southeast to see how they could work with this government, because the threat we're actually facing, what is affecting us today, is not coming from the Southeast. It's not coming from the South. It's not coming either from the Southwest. It is coming from the North. That is it. So these people always have that mentality that the government belongs to them. They must always be in power all the time. So Tinubu's strategy is working against them and is dismantling them to the ground. And I love that.